even in worldly matters. You want to start trading. You want to open a shop. You want to start a project. Anything you want to decide, even for worldly matters or matters concerned about hereafter, you will find some obstacles, some problems. Okay? Now I want to remind them, inshallah, one by one. So, brothers, when you decided to do something, like conveying people or like trading, okay, whatever you want, in that time, first enemy is coming and challenging you. What is it? Despair or hopelessness. You know, brothers, when you start doing something, if someone doesn't listen you, okay, and also you want to make trade, but in first day you couldn't, made profit, good profit, you are upsetting, giving up, right? You are giving up quickly and saying, I think I cannot be succeed. You know, first enemy in our social life and Islamic life, whatever we decided to do, okay, first enemy will come in front of us and say, you cannot do it. Hopelessness, despair. If you don't have hope, sorry brothers, you cannot do anything. Look, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was alone, one person. He was conveying people, and against him all world, they have united against Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he was alone. Has he given up? Huh? You know, if there is a person, he deserved to feel hopelessness, it is Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. No one can deserve hopelessness and despair more than him, right? But when we look at him, he was said every time, Allah with me, and there is no fear. Okay? His target was all his ummah. And he never gave up and conveyed people. Alhamdulillah, after 23 years, he established what? Islamic country. Am I right, brothers? Yes. So if despair comes to us, we have to say, for that despair, we have to cut its head by the sword of لا تقنطوا من رحمة الله. Allah said, do not give up, okay, from mercy of Allah. If you give up, brothers, if you give up, it means you are not trusting on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay? You want to say, Ya Rabbi, I am not trusting on you, for this reason I am giving up. For this reason Allah said in Quran, do not, okay, do not give up. It is ordained of us, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you give up, as if you want to say, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Ya Rabbi, I am not trusting you, you cannot make me succeed on this work or this job. Are we together? First enemy is hopelessness, brothers. It will come every time. It will try to, make us turn away from our target. But we have to remember our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and all prophets, all scholars, right? Do you remember Allah said in Quran, كَم مِّن فِئَةٍ قَلِيلَةٍ غَلَبَتْ فِئَةً كَثِيرَةً بِإِذْنِ اللَّهِ. A lot of small groups, they have beaten or defeated big number of groups, right? By the permission of Allah. Don't say, no one is listening to me. Don't say, my audience is very less. Don't say, I cannot be succeed, or this is not going to work, so and so. After you take the causes, feel that hope in your heart, Allah bi-iznillah will succeed you. Okay? Nowadays, most of the Muslims, if you look at the Muslim world, they will say, Europe people, they are developed. We are underdeveloped. We cannot be like them. We cannot be developed country. So we have to obey them. We have to follow them. We have to imitate them. Why? Islam is highest. أنتم الأعلون إن كنتم مؤمنين. You are the highest if you are believers. So no need to imitate or follow or just watch and try to perform their truths or their civilization, right? Our civilization and our truths are highest. Yeah. So, brothers, don't forget, inshallah, I will remind 8 obstacles, 8 problems in Islamic world, and solutions for them. This is the first obstacle, which is despair, and solution for it is لا تقنطوا من رحمة الله. Let us look for the second one. The second one is being superior to the other people. Competition. You are competing with each other. In that time, sincerity will be broken. Okay? That imam has 100 audience. That imam has 100 listeners. My audience also has to be more than me. Okay? I have to invite a lot of people. Maybe I have to pay money to make my number of audience more and more, so and so. Okay? It will break the sincerity. Please tell me, if your worships and deeds, sincereness, is it possible for them to be accepted in Allah? Huh? Without sincerity. It's not possible, right, brothers? You know, please focus on here. If you compete with someone, in that time, you are not doing this job for the sake of Allah. You are doing this job to superior to other people. Am I right? Am I right? Why are you collecting people for your presentation or for your khutbah? Because I want to superior that guy. He has a lot of audience. Or maybe you are doing some goodness, I don't know. If you want to show people that you are doing that good deed, in that time it will be like, what? Riya. Right? Ostentation. Am I right? Yeah, so in that time that deeds will never be accepted. It will break the sincerity. So no need to compete. We have to solve this problem also by kunu lillah, to keep our sincerity safe, okay? We have to follow the order of Allah, which is kunu lillah. Do whatever you are doing for the sake of Allah, not to superior the other people. Are we together? Like 10 people listening you, million people listening to them. But Allah knows which one of you is more sincere. Acceptance of Allah doesn't look for number of people. Acceptance and consent of Allah doesn't look for audience or listeners or something. If one person listens you, and Allah if accept that deed and that khutbah, okay, no worry. No matter millions of people is listening them or not. Okay? Are we together? Okay. This one is second obstacle. By the way, brothers, between Muslims, we will find this one. Even in Kenya, you will find a lot of Somalians, a lot of Kenyans, a lot of tribes, a lot of, people. They are competing each other. We have to build this mosque. We have to make this one. In Africa, in world, in Islamic world, it is all like that. Okay? So superioring is breaking the sincerity. If there is no sincerity, sorry, even if you distribute a lot of food, a lot of help and aid and whatever you give, whatever you teach, it will never ever be accepted. Because you are not doing it for the sake of Allah. You are doing it to superior the other people. Right? So Allah will ask you, my servant, oh my servant, why you have given that speech? Why you have given that khutbah? Ya Rabbi, for the sake of you. No, it was not for the sake of me. You were competing with that guy, so and so. Yeah, in that time our deeds, brothers, will be cancelled. Okay? Allah said in Quran, as you remember, Surah Al-Kahf, قُلْ هَلْ نُنَبِّئُكُمْ بِالْأَخْسَرِينَ أَعْمَالًا الَّذِينَ ضَلَّ سَعْيُهُمْ فِي الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا وَهُمْ يَحْسَبُونَ أَنَّهُمْ يُحْسِنُونَ صُنْعًا. Do you want me to inform you about most who bankrupted in hereafter? Those who expect that they have done very good job in hereafter, but their all deeds and manners has been cancelled. Right? None of them has rewarded. So these are most who bankrupted, but they are expecting that they have done very good job in hereafter. Okay? In this world and in hereafter. So brothers, if you superior to other people, it will break the sincerity, it will cancel our all deeds. Yes. Let us go on. The third obstacle, which is hastens or precipitance. Hastening. We want to reach our target quickly. You have started yesterday the work, okay, the job or trading, you have a shop, huh? But you expect tomorrow you want to be to be billionaire. Is it possible? Huh? Tomorrow I open small shop, tomorrow I will be richest person in the world. It is foolishness. Am I right, brothers? So you are training someone. Imagine your kids. When you warn them on something, okay, to not do it or to not close somewhere, are they quickly obeying you? You are warning once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5, 6, 7, right? Maybe years you are trying to train that kids. Even teacher. You know, there is a father bringing his son to the madrasa and says, I am giving you my son, tomorrow I want him to be a scholar. Is it possible? If you plant today, can you harvest tomorrow? Huh? So brothers, no need to be hastening, okay? We have to slow by step by step, we have to cut the road. Except you cannot reach the target. If you're hastening, I have to convey, I have to change this society, I have to change my people, so and so. All these are wishful thinkings, okay? There is no effect for them. If you want to change society, even a person, even firstly you have to change yourself, by the way, step by step, slowly, okay? For this reason, Allah said in Quran, وَاصْبِرُوا وَصَابِرُوا وَرَابِتُوا. Okay? Allah knows us better than us. He knows us. We will never be passionate, right? We will never have passion. For this reason, Allah said, وَاصْبِرُوا وَصَابِرُوا وَرَابِتُوا. By the way, these 3 words are close to each other. Okay? Meaning of these 3 words are close to each other. Why? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala insisting on being patient. Right? Yeah. So brothers, if we are hastening, we can be deprived, okay, from reaching the targets. We cannot reach our targets, totally. Nowadays, even Muslims, if they want to convey how Muslim you are, why are you doing like this? Muslim cannot do like this. You have to correct yourself. If you correct someone with this way, or if you give advice for someone, you expect him to correct himself tomorrow. You know, it is impossible. Impossible. Even there are people, you know, Ustadh Enes, I called him to my class, he didn't come. I called him to center to come and see our center. He said, today I'm busy. I think he will never ever come again. Let us not invite him again. Why? Why are you giving up? You have to invite again and again. فَذَكِّرْ إِنَّ الذِّكْرَ تَنْفَعُ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ, right? You know, you have to remind. Remembrance will benefit for mu'min. Why are you giving up? Right? Like conveying someone or trying to advise someone, if he doesn't change himself, we are just giving up and saying, this is kafir. Leave him. He will never ever change. Or this is wrongdoer. He will never change. Okay? So we have biases towards people. If you convey something, you expect him to change himself quickly. No, brothers. Don't hasten. Okay? We have to step by step, you know, remind him the truths. Inshallah, we don't know which words of us, which coming out from mouth, okay, will affect him, will change his heart. We don't know. But our job and duty is just what? Conveying them. Changing their hearts is by the hand of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not by our hands. Am I right? Yes. What was the first obstacle? Hopelessness and despair, right? Or giving up. What was the solution for it? Very good. لا تقنطوا من رحمة الله. Don't give up from mercy of Allah. What was the second obstacle? Perfect. Competition. We can just memorize it by saying competition, okay? It will break the sincerity and it will cancel the acceptance of our deeds. What was the solution for that? Kunu lillah. Just do whatever you are doing for the sake of Allah. Very good. What is the third one? Hastening. Trying to reach to the target quickly, but we said it is impossible. It needs time, right? وَاصْبِرُوا وَصَابِرُوا وَرَابِطُوا. Let us look for the fourth one. This is very big or dangerous disease that we are facing in the Islamic world. Individualism. You know, people, they think themselves. If I am full now, let the other die from hunger. Okay? If I am good now, if I don't have any problem or challenge, let the other face or die or kill or suffer or whatever. Brothers, this is wrong. If you are really having individualism, sorry, you cannot even be Muslim. Allah said in Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, وَيُؤْثِرُونَ عَلَىٰ أَنفُسِهِمْ وَلَوْ كَانَ بِهِمْ خَصَاصًا. You know, they are preferring themselves to their brothers, right? They are preferring each other. You know, if you don't ask something, asking for yourself, for your brother, in that time you cannot be mu'min, right? Do you know there was a war? I don't remember the name of the war, but there was a companion wounded. Okay? So he asked water. Another companion brought him water. That injured one asked another person asking water. Even in that time, look, he will almost die. Okay, he will die, he is dying, but he preferred his brother to himself in that time, in that situation, and said, take the water to him. And the other companion take the water to him. This one heard another companion asking water, and this one said, take the water to him. And he take here. When he reached the last one has died. Then he brought the water, previous one. He even died. Previous one died, and the first one even died. No one could drink the water in that time. But look, they are preferring even at the time of death, brothers. Wallahi, if we have presented by water and we are thirsty in Ramadan, we will even fight to drink that water, right? You know, we don't even think our Muslim brothers. But look, even at the time of death, they were preferring what? Their brothers to themselves. Brothers, if we don't do this, don't expect Muslim world to be united. We are all separated. We are all divided. You know, look at all Europe countries and American countries. Okay? States, United States, they are united. Do you see? They are united. European Union, they are united. Kingdom, Britain is United Kingdom. Do you see all of them united, you are united, but we are disunited. We are hating from each other, don't like each other, we think ourselves, we are egoistic, okay? If I am full, let the other die from hunger. No matter if they are dying or suffering, no problem for me. This is wrong, brothers. Wallahi, Allah will ask from us that one. Yeah, it will burden us responsibility. So, what is the solution for the sickness of individualism? It is the best of people is most beneficial to others. Hadith of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. What is the Arabic form of it? Khairun nas anfa'uhum linnas. Right? Khairun nas anfa'uhum linnas. Yani the best of people, if you benefit to other people, you are the most, you are the best person. Are we together? Yes. Brothers, if we help each other, if we care other people, okay? If we imagine or recognize their problems as our problems, in that time we will be united and rise up, bi'iznillahi ta'ala. We will be developed like previously, right? Like at the time of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and for Caliphate, right? Caliphate time, and Umayyads and Abbasiyin and Ottoman Empire time, you will find all those times we were leading the world and universe. Not universe, the world, right? Islamic world was, prevailed everywhere and leading the world. The other people were just coming to us, begging us, or they were weak. But after we have separated and divided by hating from each other, by thinking just ourselves, then they have swallowed us. Yeah, individualism it is one of the biggest problem in this century. So let me go on with the fifth one. Someone else's laziness affects other people and becomes a custom of society. You know, we are sometimes relying on laziness of other people. What does it mean? You know, there is a person, he wants to learn Quran. And you look, Ahmed is not teaching him, Muhammad is not teaching him, Abdullah is not teaching him Quran, so you are saying, why am I supposed to teach him? There is a stone at the middle of the road, okay? You have to rise it up and take it, throw it out, right? And you are saying, no one is taking that stone, why am I supposed to take? If there is goodness, brothers, we are just trying to what? We are just trying to see other people if they are performing it or not. If they are not performing, so why am I supposed to perform it? Brother, there is sunnah. We have to obey sunnah. This is sunnah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he looks other people. No one is following that sunnah. He is also not following. So we rely on what? Laziness of other people. For this reason, our most of the truths and sunnah, even Quran, even the rules of Quran and Islam, neglected. No one is performing it. Because when you ask someone, any Muslim, why don't you do this? Why don't you perform this sunnah? He's saying, no one is doing it. Allah, if Allah asks you, yeah, my servant, why didn't you do that sunnah? You were knowing it is sunnah, right? Brothers, by the way, if you have knowledge on something, you are responsible from it. Allah will ask you about it, because you have already learned it, right? After you know it and not performing it, you are responsible. So you cannot say to Allah, Ya Rabbi, sorry, but no one was doing it. I didn't do it. Okay, your excuse is accepted. Just go to the paradise. Is it possible, brothers? You know, for this reason, Quran said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَعَلَى اللَّهِ فَلْيَتَوَكَّلِ الْمُتَوَكِّلُونَ. You have to rely on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Don't rely on the laziness of other people. Don't say, no one is doing it. You know, sometimes masjid is dirty. You are saying for people, like Imam says for people, please clean the masjid. You know, they are looking at each other. No one is cleaning. Even that person is not cleaning. Imam is asking, why didn't you clean? You know, Ahmed was not cleaning. Muhammad was not cleaning. So I said, why am I supposed to clean? Do you see, brothers? Neglecting the work and job by relying on the laziness of other people will ruin us. Okay? Will ruin the Islamic society. If there is any goodness, we have to be at the front. You know, we have to take it quickly. Are we together? Yes. Let us look for the sixth one. Then the cruel enemy giving up the ghost and leave the duty to other people attains. You know, this is another sickness, which is leaving the duty to other people. Someone will do it. Someone will do it. This sickness, like the fifth one, or this obstacle, like resembling to the fifth one, but it is a little bit different. Like you are seeing people to clean here. They say someone will do it, someone will do it, someone will clean it, then no one cleans it. No one will clean it. So it's a problem, right? You know, there was a sheikh in Turkey, he ordered his students to bring next day at night time 1 bucket of milk and pour it to the pool. There was a pool, okay? Everyone will bring 1 bucket of milk, like 5 liter, okay? And pour it to there is swimming pool, okay? Put it there. So pour it there. So everyone thought that if I pour water between all those who pouring milk, no one will realize me. Okay? Everyone brought water. Next day they looked at that pool, they found it is full of water. You know, brothers, this is our problem. Someone will do it. Someone will convey. You know, there are a lot of people, they need Islam. You know, sorry to say that, brothers, but sometimes I see people are converting Islam. Okay? You are directing him to Muslims, but they are not caring about that. They are saying someone will teach him, someone will, you know, like teach him Quran, so and so. No one caring that person. You will see in Kenya, in Africa, a lot of people converted to Islam, but they don't know Islam, right? Because no one caring about that. I'm not saying no one, but generally, mostly, people are really neglecting or seeing it is like a burden for him to teach someone, to be preoccupied with that guy, to teach Islam. Somehow it is wasting time. But brothers, you know, if someone learned Quran, thanks to you, okay? If he learned Islam, if he performed Islam, whatever he do, firstly you will be rewarded because you are reasoned him to learn Islam and to obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, its reward is very big, more than anything. Yes. Here, another point, leaving the duty to other people, like, by the way, if you say, like, brothers, let us clean the home, let us do some job, let us carry some boxes, everyone will say you some excuses. You know, I have a appointment, I have assignment, I have a class, I have to finish this book, so and so. But if you prepare here a cake, you know, chocolate cake, huh? And if you tell them, brothers, there is cake, come here. Even if you have tomorrow exam, you will just run, right? Quickly come to eat. You know, brothers, this is our nature. If there is a work, if there is a goodness, which will please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in that time we have to be front, okay? We have to attempt quickly to finish that job. But at the time of rewards, we have to withdraw ourselves, right? We have to prefer our brothers. Come, brother, eat. Even if you are very hungry, no problem. Just prefer your brother, okay? This is more rewarded. This is the morality, characteristics of companions, okay? You know, Aisha radiallahu anha asked by the companions, what was the morality and characteristic of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? How was it? He said, خُلُقُهُ al-Quran. His morality and characteristic is Quran. Whatever we ordained in Quran, whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered us in Quran, it has been represented by who? By Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam before everyone. So brothers, we have to imitate him. Why are we imitating Western countries now? Why are we thinking ourselves? You know, individualism, rule of Western countries. You keep your interest. Okay? You have to look for your interest. If you help that guy, what is your interest helping to that guy? If there is no interest, don't help him. Okay? So, strong one has to kill weak one. Strong one has to beat weak one. Okay? That life is totally opposite of Islam. Contradicting with Islam. Brothers. Okay? So, as I told you, leaving the duty to other people. Someone will do it. Someone will teach him, someone will take this job, someone will do it, then no one will do it. Know that very well. Okay? Yeah, you have to be at front to take that job. In that time, Allah will succeed you. Even Allah said in Quran, those who have gone astray will not harm you when you have been guided. You know, the Arabic form of this ayah, Bismillah, لا يضركم من ضل إذا اهتديتم. If you are on true way, if you are on straight way path or straight way, let the other go from wrong way. No matter if they are going from wrong way or right way, just you choose the right way. If Allah asks you, why didn't you convey that person? Huh? I know there is Yusuf Islam. He was a singer in Europe country. He has converted Islam. And after he converted Islam, he said, my father was very good person. Very polite and kind person. Wallahi, I know very well, if my father, okay, conveyed Islam by other people, okay, if someone taught him about Islam and explained him Islam, I know very well my father will accept the Islam. But he didn't even learn Islam and departed from this world. You know, brothers, if someone goes from the wrong way, no matter, don't look at them. Please try to do your best. Please try to, whatever you have ordained, the true one. Okay? If we keep on that, if we stick on the truth, okay, Allah will open our way. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Quran, إِنَّ اللَّهَ يُدَافِعُ عَنِ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا. What does it mean? Allah will support those who believe. وَالَّذِينَ جَاهَدُوا فِينَا لَنَهْدِيَنَّهُمْ سُبُلَنَا. Allah said, whoever working hard in our way, we will direct them to our straight path. Okay? Allah will take us to His paradise. Look, your supporter is who? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if you do the truth. Okay? But if you don't leave Islam, huh? You just believe in Allah theoretically, you are not practicing, in that time, sorry brother, Allah will not be with you. Okay? If Allah is with you, who can be against you? If Allah is against you, who can be with you? Huh? There is no power, right? There is no army or weapon can be prevailed towards or against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So brothers, inshallah, if we know something the truth, okay, if we know something, any goodness, any sunnah, any truth of Islam, we have to stick on it and try to perform it and practice it. So don't forget the ayah or solution to this problem. Those who have gone astray will not harm you when you have been guided, which means لا يضركم من ضل إذا اهتديتم. Okay, can we count from beginning to the sixth one? All diseases. First one? Despair. What was the solution of it? لا تقنطوا من رحمة الله. What is the second one? You have forgotten. Yes, competition. Very good. Superiority to others. What is the solution of it? Kunu lillah. Yes, don't compete with each other. It will break the sincerity. So be for the sake, work for the sake of Allah. Be for the sake of Allah. In that time, Allah will succeed you. What is the third one? Hastening. Yes. Solution of it? Wasbiru, wasabiru, warabitu. Thank you very much. Very good. What is the fourth one? Individualism. Right? Thinking by yourselves. Yeah. So, what is the solution of it? Yes. It is good, by the way. And also, hadith of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ also says, best of you, خير الناس من ينفع الناس. Okay? أنفعهم للناس. Sorry. أنفعهم للناس. Okay. Fifth one. Relying on the laziness of others, right? And what was the solution? We said, على الله فليتوكل المتوكلون. We don't have to rely on laziness of other people, but we have to rely on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and do the job. Yeah. So sixth one is leaving the duty to other people attains. Yeah. We are leaving the duty, we are saying someone will do it, right? Leaving the duty to other people. Yeah. So the solution for it, لا يضركم من ضل إذا اهتديتم. Okay. May I go for the seventh one? You know, seventh one is very important, brothers. Intervening in the duty of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Let me try to explain this in a very, enrolling way. Brothers, intervening the duty of Allah, like, again, it has somehow connected with individualism also. Like, you are conveying someone Islam, okay? And if he is not accepting, you are saying he will never ever accept the Islam. So brothers, please tell me, what is your job in Islam? Changing people, or making them convert to Islam, or just conveying the truth to them? Exactly. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said for his prophet, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, إِنَّكَ لَا تَهْدِي مَنْ أَحْبَبْتَ وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ يَهْدِي مَنْ يَشَاءُ. Right? You cannot guide the people the people you love, right? But Allah will guide them. Allah will change their hearts. So brothers, what are we doing? We have bias. If you are trading like this, you cannot be succeed. How do you know? Do you have power of Allah? Huh? How do you know he will never be succeed? These words, as if you are intervening the duty of Allah, brothers. Okay? Judging as if you are, subhanallah, okay? As if you are like a God. Allah knows the result. We have to take the causes to reach the target. But the result is from whom? From Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Nuh alayhi salam conveyed people 950 years, approximately 1,000 years. Imagine this guy is conveying 1,000 years to the people. And none of them believed in him except few people, right? Few people. رَبِّ إِنِّي دَعَوْتُهُمْ لَيْلًا وَنَهَارًا. Ya Rabbi, I have invited them to Islam, okay, day and night time, but they are rejected. At the end of the Surah Nuh, he says, Nuh alayhi salam, Rabbi la tadhar ala al-ardi min al-kafirina dayyar. Kill all of them. Okay? Because they didn't believe in me. Okay? I have struggled since 1,000 years, enough for me. Kill all these people who don't believe in you. But Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, do you remember at the time of Taif, when he has wounded with a lot of stones? Do you remember?
Yes.
People throwing stones, so and so, cursed Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam with Abu Bakr radiallahu anh. Then we thrown to the like mountain there. And there was a garden. Do you remember? In that time, Jibreel alayhi salam came to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and said, Ya Rasulullah, order me. You know, Taif is between two mountains. Huh? You know it. Order me. I will combine these mountains. You know, just say, do it. I will do it. Like Nuh alayhi salam, Rabbi la tadhar ala al-ardi min al-kafirina dayyara. You know, even Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam can say this. But he is Prophet of mercy, right? وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. So he said, they don't know. If they know, they will not do this evil for me. So after that, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam forgiven them and prayed for them. Imagine, if someone is cursing you and throwing stones to you, will you pray for them? You will pray against them, right? like Nuh alayhi salam. But Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam prayed for them, and all those Taif converted Islam later, as you remember. Yes.
He said the offspring will convert to Islam.
Yes, exactly. Yes, let me turn to the topic. You know, brothers, like Islamic world, sometimes we are not taking causes because of intervening the deity of Allah. Like what? Brother, we have to unite it. We have to come together. We have to come all countries together and be united. This is idea, okay? But Muslims, they are saying between each other, but I am hating from this one. I am hating from this tribe. I am hating from Somalians. I am hating from Kenyans. I am hating from Turkish people. I am hating from this tribe. So please, brothers, tell me, how do you expect Allah to unite you when you hate from your Muslim brothers? Is it possible? Huh? Look here, I want to show you something. If I switch on this light, it will be enlightened, right? If I switch on the button, the light will be lightened, right? Brothers. If I switch off it, it will totally switch off, right?
Yes.
You know, look, whoever comes here, even either Jewish or Christian or atheist or woman or kid or child or whatever, whoever comes and switch on this button, Allah will lighten you. Am I right? Am I right, brothers? You know, this world is world of the causes. If you obey and follow the causes, if you take the causes, in that time Allah will succeed you. But Muslims are doing like this one. Look, normally this is switched on, right? I'm switching off this and saying, Ya Rabbi, enlighten us. Ya Rabbi, enlighten us. Ya Rabbi, enlighten us. Allah will enlighten you by this way, brothers. Huh? You know, there is a cause. You have to follow it. You have to switch on the button to be enlightened, right? To be enlightened. But Muslims, they are saying, Ya Rabbi, unite us. Ya Rabbi, unite us. Ya Rabbi, unite us. But I am hating from this one. I don't like this one. These are, their colors are different. These are from that tribe. Please, you know, how do you expect Allah to unite you? Huh? If there is a target in this world, brothers, whoever holds the causes to reach that target, Allah will make him succeed. Okay? Allah doesn't say Muslims will be succeed every time. Allah says the haqq, the truth will be succeed every time. Whoever holds from the truth, he will be succeed. There is no doubt on that. Either it is Christian or Jewish or atheist. Whoever holds the haqq and reality, he will what? He will be succeed. Brothers. So, don't say, you cannot be succeed. If we come together to be united, we cannot be united. It is impossible. If you trading with that country, you can never have profits. Brothers, don't saddle phrases which talks about results. Results relying on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay? You have to do your job. By the way, just saying, as I told you, this is somehow resembling to the individualism, this sickness. Some people, they say, my way is true way. The others are wrong. The others are wrongdoers. The others will be in hellfire. You know, there was a person in Sudan. I by the way, stayed in Sudan 6 years, lived there. In university, he was talking about his way, saying, those people will go to hellfire. Those one will go to hellfire. Those are go to hellfire. He was distributing tickets for hellfire. You know, in that time, a person came and said, can I say something? He said, welcome. He has taken the microphone, said, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Am I in fire now? I am believing in Allah. He said, Wallahi, you are in fire. You know, brothers, even if they are in hellfire, they are kafir. Let us say they are kafir there. Can you say in Islam to someone, unbeliever, you are kafir? Huh? You know, have you opened his heart and checked his iman? How do you know he's kafir or he's in fire? My way is true, all other ways is wrong. I am Shafi'i, I am Hanafi, I am from that way, I am Maliki, I don't know. My way is true. Whoever doesn't believe or doesn't come from my way, they are all wrongdoers, they are in astray, they will go to hellfire. You know, this way, every time separating and dividing the Muslims. Look, even wrongdoers, at the time of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, they came to Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, right? They even admitted that they are really enjoying from making like adultery, right? He said, Ya Rasulullah, I want your permission to make adultery because I really like it. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ didn't say, how stupid you are, how stupid talking you are, how foolish you are. Umar ibn al-Khattab in that time wanted to cut the head of that person with sword. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, wait, let me talk to him. He said, do you have sister? Do you have mother? Or some like that? Do you want someone to make adultery with them? He said, no, Ya Rasulullah. How will I accept it? It's not possible. So, you know, he just understood the issue very well. And, you know, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ may say, you are in hellfire. You are a stupid person. How Muslim you are? So and so. Right? He can reject. But brothers, you know, don't say my way is perfect way. The others in hellfire. No. There are a lot of different ways. Right? Even companions has been divided in different ideas. Division of my ummah is rahmah. Prophet Muhammad said that. Division of my ummah. Ikhtilafu ummati rahmatun. What does it mean? Ikhtilaf or division. If in the target, it is problem. Like from here to Mombasa. How many vehicles I can choose? I can go with bus. I can go with motorbike. I can go with walking. I can go with running. I can go with aeroplane, right? If you are going, your target is Mombasa, in that time you can choose different devices. But if your target is different, in that time you are in danger. Okay? So Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, when he said, اختلاف ummati rahmatun, he meant what? What? There are a lot of causes. You are targeting consent of Allah. You can go from this way. You can go use with this one. You can use different awrad or adhkar or different madhab. Right? But if your target other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this will take you to danger. Okay? So hellfire. So brothers, let me come to topic. When we want to do any goodness, okay? We are judging and we are saying no one can be succeed on this way. Don't do this way. You cannot be succeed. You can learn this language. You know, especially if you want to, or if you attempt to do something, someone will occur that, right? In front of you and say, don't do it. You cannot be succeed. A lot of people tried this way. How do you know? How do you know? Right? If you follow the causes and if you have assured your heart and your mind on that target, do it. What Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said about that? فَإِذَا عَزَمْتَ فَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَى اللَّهِ. Don't listen to others. If you have decided to convey deen of Islam, don't say, no one will listen to me, I cannot be succeed, so and so. Allah will make you succeed. Tawakkal ala Allah. Are we together? So what is the solution of this sickness? Do not interfere with the duty of Allah. Sorry. Remain on a right course as you are commanded. This is the ayah. فَاسْتَقِمْ كَمَا أُمِرْتَ, right? فَاسْتَقِمْ كَمَا أُمِرْتَ. Remain on straight path, right? On a right course as you are commanded. Do not intervene in the duty of Allah. Do not estimate the result. Just rely on Allah. Take the causes which will reach you to the target, all causes, and rely on Allah. But if you sleep here and say, Allah will give me food, Ya Rabbi, give me food, I am relying on Allah. This is not reliance. This is laziness. Okay? Reliance means, after you take the causes to reach the target, waiting the result from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you don't plant and irrigate the field, can you expect to harvest? Huh? Ya Rabbi, I didn't plant, but give me some mango. Huh? Give me some, I don't know, maize. Is it possible? No. Do and obey and take all the causes, then rely on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala after that. So last one, okay, I'm finishing inshallah. Tendency to leisure. This is very big sickness, by the way, brothers. Okay? It is in Arabic language, we call it mailur raha. By the way, Arabic form of this, I really like it. Mailur raha means, you know, you are thinking your comforts. Brothers, scholars said, there is Imam Kushairi, I have read his message, you know, there is a book of him. He said, full stomach cannot carry wisdom, okay? If you are tending to your leisure, laying there, you know, eating too much, you know, a lot of cars, servants, you know, rich life, luxury life, it will somehow take you far from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because if you are full, you know, tell me, hungry person and full person, which one can pray in a more sincere way to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Like in Ramadan, are we praying more sincerely or in normal life? Huh?
In Ramadan.
In Ramadan, right? Why? Because you feel your weakness. You feel Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When you feel your weakness and powerlessness, you are relying on Allah. But if you are full, if you have all power, money, health, everything, in that time, you will not remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. For this reason, Prophet Muhammad wanted to be, or preferred to be, poor person. Do you remember Jibreel came to him, Jibreel alayhi salam, and said, if you order me, I will transform this Jabal Uhud to the golden. No problem for me. He said, no, I don't want it. Okay? In that time, Kisra, they were prouding of with their, you know, treasuries. So Prophet Muhammad was very poor. Okay, very humble person. So, brothers, we have to know that leisure every time bring what? Every time bring laziness, what? Staying far from the deen, staying far from all the orders of the deen. Okay? By the way, you know, you will see, especially those Arab countries, they are preparing food for enough for 1,000 people. But eating from them, 10 people, and the other is going where I don't know. Okay? They are covering their cars with golden. They are feeding the tiger, lion. He says, daily I am spending $3,000 to feed that tiger. Okay? It has a doctor, vet, you know, it has a vet. Then, I don't know, he's spending a lot of money for what I don't know. But he says $3,000. Subhanallah, ya. $3,000 can satiate 3,000 people in Kenya. Right? In Africa, there are a lot of people dying from hunger. So you are feeding, Allah will feed him. Right? Why are you taking that lion in your house? It is because of luxury, brothers. I know very well. There are a lot of cars inside the garage, you know, at home. He has like 100 houses. many servants, many cooks. So, you know, meanwhile, a lot of Muslims are dying. Brothers, it will really, you know, please tell me, when the Muslims are dying there, and you are saying, I am praying to Allah and living very luxury life, will you go easily to paradise? Huh? Is it possible, brothers? You are responsible from all Muslims? Yeah. So, tendency to leisure every time bring laziness and problems. By the way, Prophet Muhammad was eating very less, right? He was eating until here? Huh? Feeling his stomach? No. If you look at his life and hadith of, reporters of him, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you will find he was eating very, very less. 2 dates, like small cup of milk, right? Brothers, you know, the more that you live in luxury and leisure, the more you go far from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. For this reason, there is zuhd. Zuhd, you know, zuhd. All scholars, they were living in zuhd. They were avoiding from all luxury and leisure. They were living in very small room, small bed. If there is, one cloth, Imam Bediüzzaman Zaman Sayyid Nursi, he had 2 clothes. He was, wearing one and washing the other. And if this one become dirty, changing it with the other one. 20 years, 30 years, he has just passed his life with this way. Even Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, do you remember, he couldn't come to masjid. Then Prophet Muhammad sent a companion to him. Where is Abu Bakr? He washed his clothes in that time, and there is no other clothes. He just used the blanket, okay, to cover himself. He was waiting his clothes to dry. Imagine. But now we are living in luxury, so Islamic truths and Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad going very far from us, brothers. Okay? Luxury, subhanallah. By the way, half of the world now Islamic world, right? Muslims, Arab, and if you look at Pakistan, Indonesia, Malaysia, wallahi, if all those people come together, if they help each other, we will be strongest country and union in the world, right? No one can be harmed. But now Israel, they are 15 million, right? That in Palestine, they are killing every day or oppressing people, but nothing is happening to them. None of the Muslims saying even something, some words against them. So, brothers, this is not our really situation that we can please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with it. It's impossible, right? We have to correct ourselves. We have to leave Islam. We have to leave our comfort zones. You know, comfort zone? We are living in our comfort zones and not moving out. No, brothers. We have to remove that comfort zone and try to leave Islam firstly and try to help other people. Yes, Allah said in Quran for the solution of this problem, and that there is not for man except that good for which he strives. What is the Arabic form of it? لَيْسَ لِلْإِنسَانِ إِلَّا مَا سَعَى, I think, right? Yeah. لَيْسَ لِلْإِنسَانِ إِلَّا مَا سَعَى. If you don't work hard, if you don't struggle in this world for the sake of Allah, don't expect Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you in a big amount of rewards in hereafter. Okay? Whatever you harvest, whatever you plant, you will harvest in hereafter. If you don't plant, don't expect to be richest person by harvesting what you didn't plant, right? It's impossible. Yeah. So thank you very much. This is the last point of sickness or problem. Let me finish with this slide. You have great comfort in difficulty because the comfort of a person whose creation is enthusiastic is in work and struggling. By the way, brothers, our comfort and our happiness inside what? Inside struggling and working. If you look at the people, most who complain from his life, they are workless people, right? They are sleeping at home. Why this is window like that? Why this guy parked his car here? Why this is like that? Why it's rainy today? He will start complaining. Why this government is making like that? You know, there is a place in Turkey, coffee, like Java House here. Okay? Retired people, they are going there. From morning to the evening, they are either reading newspapers, following the news, and criticizing the government. If I am at the place of that guy or minister, I will do like that. They are every day changing the government, you know. They are every day criticizing the ministers. You know, brothers, empty people, okay, like jobless people, workless people, they will complain every time. But if you look at those people who work hard, if you ask them, how is that? It's good, I am working. You know, I am sweating, I am gaining my money, and I am very comfortable. By the way, the money that you have achieved after struggling, it will be very tasty for you. But if someone gives you 1,000 shilling, that 1,000 shilling, you know, will not make you happy that much, right? But if you work from morning to the night for 1,000 shilling, that money will be more valuable because you have given effort, right? For this reason, those who eat money for their fathers, they will not know the value of the money, right? They will every time spend it, waste it in vain, right? But if someone, you know, Bill Gates, when he spent 100 shilling, he's asking, where is this money going? But if you are son of Bill Gates, okay, let 1,000, million thousand go, no problem, right? I mean, million shilling goes, there is no problem. So, if we really want to find happiness, okay, in this world and in hereafter, we have to struggle, brothers. We have to fight. We have to work hard, okay, and without giving up. Let us count from beginning to the end all diseases, then I will finish, inshallah. Is it okay? What was the first one?
Despair.
Despair and hopelessness. What was the solution of it? لا تقنطوا من رحمة الله. Second one? Competition or superiority to others. What was the solution for it? Come again? Kunu lillah. Yes, you have to do your job for the sake of Allah, not for the others. Third one? Hastening. What was the solution? Wasbiru wasabiru warabitu. Perfect. Step by step. Yeah. Fourth one? Individualism. Very good. What is the solution for it?
Think about the ummah.
Yeah. خير الناس أنفعهم للناس. Okay. Fifth one? Relying on أحسنتم ما شاء الله. Relying on laziness of other people. So what was the solution? على الله فليتوكل المتوكلون. Very good. You know, we have to rely on Allah, not rely on laziness of other people. Sixth one? Very good. Someone said leaving. Leaving the duty to other people. Someone will do it. Someone will do it. No one will do it. Right? Yes. What was the solution for it? Yes. You don't remember. لا يضركم من ضل إذا اهتديتم. There is no harm for you if all people going in the wrong way astray. If you are right, there is no harm for you. Yeah. So, seventh one. Do you remember seventh one? It was very dangerous sickness. Intervening the duty of Allah. Yes. What was the solution for it?
You don't interfere with the duty of Allah.
فَاسْتَقِمْ كَمَا أُمِرْتَ. Very good. This is explanation of what I said. Okay. What is the last one? We have reminded here. ميل الراحة. أحسنت. ميل الراحة. Tendency to leisure. Perfect. What is the solution for it? ليس للإنسان إلا ما سعى. Okay. I think we have clarified all these problems. Whatever we want to do, whenever we want to do, whatever we decided to do, these enemies and obstacles will come in front of us. So we have to beat all of them one by one by thinking all these principles of Quran, then we will be inshallah succeed. So سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم وآخر دعوانا إن الحمد لله رب العالمين. الفاتحة.